to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have a link to the past All Dungeons RMG tournament, and we show the loser bracket finals between daotmb and Eriror. Commentators for this match will be Anders and Apathy Tuck. Take it from here. Sorry for the technical issues. I have to change some setting on my Discord. 1 second, please. So, commentators say something again. I hope you hear them now.
Good serious?
So can Eri. Eri's come real close to getting the 109 in a couple of these tournament matches, but unfortunately,
and even earlier today. I mean, both these runners are very, very good. I would definitely say that I consider Eri to be a very consistent player, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, Eri's consistency just infuriates me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But making our way through Escape, not a lot going on, as everyone is well aware. We will start seeing some of the fun stuff a little bit in the next segment, really the pod segments where it picks up.
So in the meantime, Apathy, what's your favorite kind of cheesecake?
There are kinds of cheesecakes.
Come on. Like strawberry cheesecake or Oreo cheesecake.
I don't know. Cheesecake, just regular, plain. Eri is somehow managing to shitpost in the middle of the tournament. That's good.
I mean, yeah. It wouldn't be anything if that weren't there. Like, that's pretty legit.
So yeah, as we were saying, one of this is going to play Boyne. You gotta think Boyne is the favorite just because beating anyone, any of these three guys, 2 times in a row is going to be quite the ask. Boyne and Eri did face off earlier. Boyne did take that, but that was largely off the back of Eri had quite the adventure in his pause segment, so he dug quite the hole.
As he called it, he said it was his worst run ever. So
Well, I mean, not even that. Like, it was just the one segment. Like, he played really, really good down the stretch. Another thing that Eri is really good at is if he makes a mistake, he just does not let it affect him, and he can still crank out some really good splits. But yeah, it was basically just one mistake, and that can definitely happen in this category. So, you know, Boyne and Eri, 2 and 3 in overall standings. Dao, I believe, is something, he's like in the low 10s. So not quite as good of a PB, but again, just a really excellent player. Dao is somewhat of the prophet, though. I think the only person who picked Dao to upset Zelda was Dao, and he did make it happen. Dao, got all the way to the winners finals before finally losing to Boyne for this matchup. So, you know, just a bunch of really consistent play. Consistency and a little bit of luck to get this far, to be honest.
absolutely right. I mean, and again, you know, I'm so new to this game, but it always just impresses me how well they read the RNG for these rats and just weave in and out of them.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of RNG in this game. So Eri is going to come out with a couple second lead here. Mostly, but like Dao it was a 52 escape from Dao. It was just a 50 escape from Eri. So just Eri just consistently putting up these really good times. 2 seconds probably not going to make the difference here. Got a lot of stuff coming up, including the citrus clip that well, actually, I don't think Dao's been going for it. So I think Eri may have a chance to put up a little bit more time, or he may blow the lead on the clip.
Nothing matters until, you know, after Helma, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, citrus can always go completely wrong, and
That is
you
true.
just lose a bunch of time. And you see Dao here, just gonna go straight to Eastern. So with a very good clip, Eri can save up to like 8 seconds here. That's one of the worst RNGs for that Octorock being down there, because you kind of have to overshoot your position and come back to it. Eri does a very good job with it. It's going to have a 111 entry, like a high 111.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, especially lately, all of the citrus versus non-citrus matches that we've had have just really shown how well or not well citrus can do for you. You know.
Yeah, I haven't seen a really like badly blown one in quite some time. Just speaking to
but
a lot of people have left.
I do remember, I think it was Boyne versus Chex. They were absolutely tied up, and Boyne got a beautiful citrus while Chex opted to go the traditional route. And we really got to see exactly how much time it can save. So I've been a lot more cognizant of it.
Yeah, we're back to kind of just normal gameplay. Just gonna go through Eastern here, finish up this split, and then the fun will start.
Ooh, did you make a cake? That'd be fun.
Why would I make a cake?
Well, you said there'd be fun. What's fun? Apathy.
Only cakes are fun? That's it?
There are other things, but what are you doing to make it fun? Come on.
God.
Aren't you so glad you signed up with me?
Oh, yeah.
Let's also take a moment to put your positive vibes towards Dao, because bad storms, friends. There's bad storms in the area. So.
Oh, yeah, you guys have like 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. So, just gonna hope that Dow's internet does better than mine did this morning. But I'm not too worried.
I have faith in the sturdy Atlanta infrastructure. It's a joke that only you get, so.
Yeah, that's very good. I mean, worst comes to worst, he can just jump on Marta and come over here and finish his run. It'll
Yeah,
definitely be fast enough.
Seems like the best plan. The rest of the commentary will be Marta jokes. Just everyone buckle in.
Oh, you can't because they don't have seatbelts.
Okay.
I'm proud of myself, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, but like no subways have seatbelts. It's just not a thing.
Yeah. All right, I see Aryan chat saying, "Well, hardest boss is over." Okay. Dow, on the other hand, in chat to say, "Slow down, Ari."
Oh, he did.
Oh,
Don't
I
worry.
see. I see exactly what the slowdown was.
Yeah, actually,
That's going to be frustrating for arrow count.
Yeah, it's actually worse than it looks like because he's below. You need a minimum of 7 here, so he's also going to lose another 2 seconds. In
Probably
pod,
getting dropped
at
down
least.
arrows, yeah.
Yeah, no one. I'm the only person who learned the damn backup.
Well, look how far it got you, Duck.
Look. Trinex is an asshole. All right.
That is true.
Yeah, so Dow able to close most of this gap just from a little mistake on Aries' part. When Armors goes wrong, it goes wrong very quickly. It won't really kill you. I mean, it can if you took some extra damage in there with only being on 3 hearts. But Ari able to recover, is down that arrow count. Dow's sitting at 9, which is very good.
Yes, we have 6 arrows on Aries' side and 9 arrows on Dow's side. 6 arrows, 9 arrows. Big difference.
Yeah, everyone get your jokes in.
I'm pretty short, so the lowest hanging fruit is still pretty high up there for me.
Yeah,
Ooh, Ari having a little trouble with this DMA.
Yeah.
Or spin speed thingy. You know what I mean.
Interesting that both of them are going for the walk strat. It's only a few frames slower, but it's a lot safer, especially if you screw it up. Like what Ari did, where he missed the spin speed the first try. You'll then probably have guards aggroed on you, and you can lose a lot more time. So, very nice safe strat both of them did there. And yeah, Dow pretty much neck and neck. Honestly, with the arrow count, Dow is effectively in the lead right now.
But again, nothing starts until, pod's over, and we still have Kiki to get through, which has been a point of contention throughout the tournament.
When Ari takes 2
Ari
hearts of
got
damage
hit,
there.
yeah. Hopefully he doesn't take any more, otherwise he could be a little frustrated. But with that, Dow pulls ahead slightly. There's the yeet.
Yeah, Dow misses the jump in there. Is going to have to fix it. Very nice recovery. It's really hard to reset that up. There's really not any good cues or anything. It's just pretty much all feel. So he is able to get it first try. Ooh, Ari's having trouble with the mold over. This is what happened. Him having trouble on this clip is what happened to him in the brain waste. But he does get through it. Gonna need that 1 heart there.
All right, here we go. We are in pod proper.
Yeah, we'll see how Ari chooses to deal with his arrow situation. He needs a minimum of 7, so he does need to grab some more. Can either grab the drop down, or he can grab arrows in the mimic room itself.
All right, looks like he's opting for mimic. Which I guess, you know, drop-wise, they're pretty likely to give you what you need.
Well, there is a strat to grab the left pot.
Yeah.
But I mean, Eri has a it's if you don't get any drops at all, you're just coming here with 3.
I don't
so
like
you
that.
need to do a backup to kill them in a different order. What Eri can do is just gamble on the top one, dropping him one.
Mm-hmm.
If not, just grab a pot if he doesn't do the actual backup strat. So Dow's not only got that time in the make. Oh, he's got the heart drop too. This is gonna save about a second. So he's gonna be saving. Well, Eri got it too. He's still gonna save about a second over Eri on the heart pickups. A little less, like 40 frames plus the 2 seconds for the arrows. See Eri having to pick up that second heart, so it's just annoying because you have to walk up and down, so it does cost about 40 frames for that second one. And Eri does get the drop, so he'll be fine. Gamble paying off.
Love to see it.
Yeah, and we're after all that, we are pretty much synced. So yeah, Eri, because he gambled on that, didn't really lose any time to his arrow count, so it's a pretty nice drop for him.
And he managed to refill up on hearts, which is always good to see.
And we see a different strat that Dow going for the swag boom, Eri going for the OK boom, which is a lot safer, but a little bit slower. But swag boom can fail in a bunch of spectacular ways. Eri also getting turtle partied a little bit.
But still makes it through pretty nicely.
Yeah, same with Dow. So pretty much coming out in the wash there.
Ooh, apathy. It looks in chat like we've got some excitement for trivia.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, are you excited?
Excited for this helmet fight.
Actually, I kind of am too. Alright, so Dow does the sword out technique, which is slower but helps expand that hitbox. Eri going for just bashing that guy in the face.
Yeah, Dow getting very good RNG on his helmet fight.
Yeah,
Not
he
the
had
best,
a great...
but very good. Eri getting the fireball, having to deal with it a little bit, managed to avoid it, losing a little bit of time there. So Dow is going to come out of pod slightly ahead after all that.
Yeah, about 7-8 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. I don't know how to count. I'm a musician. I kind of stop at 4 and just start over.
You get a music piece in 6/8, you just fucking quit. That's
Oh, you mean 1 2 3 1 2 3?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is in 5, which is 1 2 1 2 3. Or 1 2 3 1 2.
Oh my god.
Guys, apathy is my friend. Can you tell?
But yeah, pretty much the next 3 segments, pretty close to what you would see in NMG. There's just a couple of clips we need to do to kind of get around the fact that we haven't killed Aga. But more or less is going to be pretty straightforward. Like I said, both these guys very, very good at the just basic NMG strats. So probably not going to see too much of a lead change here. I mean, they're very, very close. Eri can definitely close the gap a little bit here. We're probably not going to see any big lead changes. Say that, and Dal immediately gets the spin of shame to tie this thing up.
Dang it, apathy.
Oh, Eri just getting wrecked by that Moldorm. Yeah, so Dow opting to not do the boom dash here, to just stay in the corner here, being safe. Eri got the boom dash, just didn't get the coffee break. That doesn't matter for time, that just matters for your sanity. That was some nice dodges on Dow's side to avoid those Moldormers. Those are very rude positions. Every time Dow makes a little bit of a mistake for the Eri catch up, Eri gets some bad RNG and just maintains the lead.
Ooh, the little difference in that Beatles room kind of helped Eri out a little bit.
Yeah, the only mistake I've really seen from Eri was the Armos fight. Most of the rest of it has been Dow has just been getting a little bit better RNG through most of these rooms.
Again, that Eri's very consistent, and it's really always nice to see. That early bomb jump, I mean... That Kadongo RNG is also the worst.
Yeah, Eri is just getting it with both barrels right now with RNG. Oh.
Ooh, that's
wow.
Unfortunate. No, worse things have happened, but that does flip our lead. We got a smiley face Dow, so that makes me smile. I like it when Dow puts a smiley face in
Yeah,
chat.
like that one bad bit of RNG basically added up to all of Eri's little terrible RNGs.
Yeah. Speaking of screaming Yoho, do you know what time it's almost? That's right, it's almost trivia time.
Eri getting the good hop, saving just a
Yeah,
little
that was
time there.
very nice.
Yeah, it's pixel perfect on the y-axis, and you just have to move off the edge there to get it. And you can see Dow landing on the bush, just having to walk around a little bit, so Eri's saving a little bit more time there. I'm gonna have a really nice entry time here. Let's see what it ends up being. No, it's a 45. Never mind. Just standard.
I will give you guys... I give it to you when you pick up the maiden, but I'll give you guys the option between hard and very hard for trivia questions. Or there's an easy, a medium, and a hard, I guess. Easy, medium, hard.
Eri getting roughed up in Hellway. I managed to get through with only taking 1 heart of damage. Now it does get the RNG to get through and gets through with no lag. Very nice.
Love that God Pixel.
Ooh, Eri gets slashing that little star there to get through it. Got in some pretty bad RNG there. I didn't even know you could do that.
Ooh, a very nice, I don't know what we call that room, but
Just-
the room that Ari just left. It was a good room.
Yeah,
You
we
got
have to
the
do it.
bomb on the red Stalfos. Ooh, having a little frustration on Dow as he becomes a jumpy boy. But with 2 votes for easy, we're gonna get an easy trivia question. In The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, fishing holes were added. Can you name the 3 fully rendered characters who were meant to appear in the game but were cut?
Good lord.
They would have Terminian counterparts. Can you name the 3 Terminian counterparts who were cut from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D in the fishing hole but had fully rendered graphics? This is the easy one, guys.
Eri
Get-
taking some damage there from blind. Cleans up nicely though, only loses about a second.
Whew. So the answer to the easy question is that the 3 characters were Impa, Sheik, and Ganondorf. You know, 3 main characters that don't appear in Majora's Mask. They could have appeared at the fishing hole. Their models were named Fishing Man 1, Fishing Man 2, and Fishing Woman.
Excellent.
Would have been a thing. But no. Alright, so it looks like Ari's not going for... Is that Frog Door? Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
he's going for Frog Door.
Sorry, it's been a while.
I was opting not to do it. He's going to be doing the older version of the strat here. Yeah, so Air is maintaining a slight lead here. Pretty much the only 2 places in this segment that we can see some big changes is the Mummy Statue Room and Moth. Although sometimes Mummy Hellway goes poorly as well. But for these
Yeah.
guys, I expect them to be able to do it.
Mummy Heckway.
Let's see these fence dashes. All right, 1 for 1. Let's go Dow.
Woof.
And God, bailing out of fence dash. That is shameful. If everyone could just shame Dow in chat right now, that would really help me out.
I can hear Dow's laughter. His little chuckle that just lights up the room. Very good.
I assume Dow is gonna be immediately punished with the worst mummy statue I've ever seen.
Speaking of mummy statues, when are you going to teach me that mummy statue like Eri did it?
Just pull the statue down as little as possible. Oh, getting the false prophet. Son of a bitch.
Oof.
I'm so mad. It is not a bonk you see every day. The game is just showering Dow with bonks now. For penance. Yeah, that extra heart of damage Dow took not the end of the world, especially because he's still on an auto mount. But you can take single hearts from the spikes too. But 5 hearts is plenty for a guy like Dow going into Moth, as long as the back to skull lids goes fine. It's the area in one of the hard rooms in this segment. Does it very well. Ooh. One of the nice things about the character, normally like an NMG, you'd be a little bit nervous about killing that helmet because we save and quit, and we don't care about preserving prize packs. Killing that helmet doesn't matter, so Eri does get a heart back after the little mistake he had. Pretty good moth there, not the best RNG. Meanwhile, Dow just destroying his moth. Nearly a perfect fight. Alright. We're kind of ended the NMG-ish part of the run. We're going back into the kind of like the all dungeons gauntlet coming up here. Desert. Not the most difficult split, but there's just a lot of stuff in here that can just cost you giant chunks of time. A lot of it's just RNG, completely out of your control. Yeah, now already getting a little dead rock RNG. You know, you always think of this
Those guys are
segment
the worst.
as a place where like the guy behind can catch up, and you always forget like the guy who's behind can also be getting the bad RNG.
Ooh, but Eri
is
just
getting
got the bad RNG.
Yeah, he can clip here. This is an RMG category, so you can't just clip around that dead rock.
Oh yeah, you coulda. Also, to those of you who are at me for freaking trivia, like, it's always too easy or too hard. No one ever is like, that was really good. You put a lot of effort into this.
Maybe you should come up with one that's really good.
Well, maybe if you guys were better at Zelda trivia, I would.
Wow.
Thank you, Yo-Ho.
Yes, you're doing very well, Sweaty.
How did you know? Honestly, right now I feel a little bit more greasy than sweaty, but
Thanks.
you're welcome. It's Georgia in the summer.
Eri doing a very nice bomb clip there.
Love to see it.
Another place where this split can go terribly, and then this teleport to me is the harder one. Some people prefer the left clip.
Oh no, Fox, I got it. Don't worry. Ooh, now having some trouble.
Yeah,
There we
opting to re-go for it. Bombs are very tight in this category. Generally, when I miss that one, I just bail out of it, especially because the bomber can get really, really bad. Doubt does try it again and gets through there. Doubt picking up those arrows didn't really need them. Those arrows are pretty slow. I would have been fine just getting the ones at the end. Maybe looking to maybe skip the GT arrows.
That's my guess.
Yeah, but he's kind of like in no man's land. I don't even know if he's gonna have enough to do. It depends on how many he uses on Vidi, I think.
We are in what I like to call the gauntlet of dungeons, so things are going to start to pick up from here.
I think Eri's going to be getting the oldie 2 cycle here. Yeah, oh, we almost saved it. That was a very difficult pattern. The fact that he was able to kill that first worm, that was a really the pattern you don't want to see. And then the second worm was a bad pattern considering the first one, and then he just ended up missing a shot. Meanwhile, Dow getting exactly what you want, just crossing over like that in the middle. Makes it pretty easy to get. So yeah, they were 17 seconds apart coming into the split. Eri finished with 37.54. Dow's gonna be finishing with a 38. Looks like a 13. So about 20. So Eri did end up saving a little bit of time in that segment. Both of them having some problems. Eri having some issues, but the rest of it was just very well executed. Ooh, Eri having a little problems with that first room of Mire. It's not something you see very often.
No, it is not.
Yeah, so as most of you know, this dungeon, there's a lot of dumb stuff in here, and we keep adding more dumb stuff into this segment.
Yeah.
Despite some of Dow's problems, he's still only +1 on his PB. So he's having a very, very nice run here. Harry coming up at 39.48 torches. That's pretty comfortable 110 pace for him. Dow coming in with a 40.08. Generally 40 is about where we want to be if you're looking for a 110. So down not too far behind that. Area is going to go for this bomb jump. Looks like he got it in 3 select buffers, which is pretty good. Yeah, and Dow kind of sticking with his game plan here, not doing some of the stuff that, riskier stuff that only saves a handful of seconds. Just gonna go around normally. But it is letting Ari put up a little bit more time on Dow here. Yeah, Fox, it's funny you meant he did the bonkless setup on the bomb jump, but doesn't do the bonkless on the Hera clip, which is not too. It's a little bit harder without the menu if you are doing the bomb jump, but it does eat back into the seconds you're saving with Meyer bomb jump. Yeah, Ari opting for the bomb clip to get here into swamp. I think Dow's gonna be doing the same. This is one of the places you'll see some runners opt to use a sword buffer, even if they don't sword buffer everything. Oh, Dow getting some pretty bad RNG with that Moldorm. Gonna have to reset it up. His bomb count is a little sketchy now with... I guess he's fine. He must have gotten one that I didn't see, because they're both on 3 right now.
Yeah, I think I missed it too.
Yeah, and Ari took an extra heart of damage from somewhere, because he was down 2 hearts in here. He did try to go for the strat where you farm a heart, didn't get the heart drop, but did get him elsewhere. So he's going to have beams, so he's going to have option to hover here. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Very nicely done. Might not have been faster in the room, but he will be able to use these beams later on to hit the switch, avoid picking up the pot. It saves about a second over, like 2 seconds overall, I think, with a very good hover. Yeah, very unlikely we'll see the hover from Dow without being able to have beams. It really doesn't save all that much. Actually, he ends up pulling the chest and just bails right away. He still should have dashed down and bailed later on the bridge. Airy getting a speed. Yeah, right there you can see that's where the beam save time. Unfortunately, he got bunny beam, so pretty much through all of that, he's kind of just back to where he was. Yeah, so you can beam the benefit is you can beam that switch, avoid picking up the pot, and then you can beat the bunny beam back to the door. As Dao's gonna have to kind of like wait for it a little bit. You don't have to wait for too long if you end up picking up the pot, but you know you do have to pay attention to it. Oh, Dao also missing his first spooky attempt. Does get the backup though. Yeah, so Eri definitely saving a bunch of time over Dao and this, really opening up this lead here.
Mm-hmm. But you know, there's so much RNG at the end of the run. I'm not good at math.
Yeah, Dao having a nice Vidi fight, a little low on health, but does clean it up nicely. No fear there. Dao having a little trouble with this this exit here. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the problem with the fast exit. Unless you're really good at these teleports, it's really not worth it to go for. Missing it at all. It's only like a second faster or something than the safe exit up top. We're having a very good diver down to get to the back of the dungeon here.
Alright, let's pray for a good 0. Send in some good vibes.
Ooh,
Nope.
yeah. That started getting away from him just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, that bottom left puff was in a really bad spot. He kind of had to do it on a rhythm that he wasn't really comfortable with.
Yeah.
And just ended up getting away from him. So is leaving the
Yeah, I
door
hate
open
to see it.
for Dao a little bit here, although Aries' lead is pretty commanding at the moment.
You could spin a pen through that lead. I got him, guys. I got him.
How does that make any sense?
Because Aries spins pens. He's a pen spinner.
Okay.
It's like, you know, you could drive a truck through that but you could spin a pen through it.
All right, let's see if Dao can kind of claw back a couple seconds here. Really needs this 0 cycle. Ooh, he
Oh
had another-
yeah, that was hot.
Yeah, again having some little bit some RNG there on that left puff, really pushing him, but able to clean it up. Got a pretty fast pattern from Argus too, so he really needed to be absolutely perfect on that to get it, and he was, so saving a good bit of time there. But yeah, this is the longest cutscene, and Eri's pretty much ahead by the whole length of it. So really, really a decent lead for Eri right now. Dao's gonna need Eri to make some mistakes down here to be able to claw back into this one. I'm surprised that Icebreaker worked with him putting the block like facing down. Ooh, Dao missing the 2 buttons on the same frame. Missing it again. This is the ghost of Fence Dash coming back to haunt him. Just because the screen is messed up, should still be able to do it. Unfortunately, he's going to take this mirror here too. This is the far worst way to fail it. So Eri cleaning up his cold stare fight. I didn't see the catch time, Blaine. We'll see it when it. Yeah, it ended up being a 308 ice. It was a very, very good Ice Palace. Eri moving to his Turtle Rock segment. The sub 5 Turtle Rock appears to be the most elusive beast. There's been a bunch of people on pace for it. And Eri's already lost it with that swim. The swim is
Yeah,
just a
that swim
nightmare.
is such a beast. Ooh, and having trouble clipping right there, yeah. RTFM. No help in chat. Sorry, friend.
Cold Stare got away from Dao a little bit. He's able to clean it up though. Alright, Eri is coming up on this Turtle Rock climb. Probably one of the more likely places for him to lose a big chunk of time here. Just one wrong input on this climb will cause a soft lock.
Yeah, but I mean, they've just save and quit, so...
Yeah, he's still all
I
the way
mean, not
back
that that
there.
would matter, yeah. And that was nice.
Yeah, it does get through it completely cleanly. Area opting for the walk straight here on Laser Bridge. And no drop from our friendly neighborhood Helma today.
I hate that Helma.
Yeah, his RNG can be really annoying. It is nice when he drops you the heart. Not only do you get the heart here, but you have a much better chance of getting the fairy. You don't really need it, but it certainly makes you feel a little better. Dao messing up the ice rod clip just decides to bail on it, which is probably the correct choice in that situation. Yeah, Eri just grabbing that one little. I don't know if it's not really gonna help him. Not gonna allow him to take an extra hit from trying extra or anything, but
Sometimes you just need a little more love in your life. It's okay.
yeah, I mean, it was right there. He lost like a frame from grabbing it, if that.
Uh-oh. We got a smiley face in chat, and that always makes me nervous.
Yeah, Dao. Kind
That's
of what I figured.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, taking the hit from the laser there. Not the end of the world. You can definitely get to the rest of this. Okay, that's the end of the
That is the end of the world.
world.
I can see him laughing, like I can picture it.
Never mind. Hey, if you're gonna die in Total Rock, that's where you want to do it. But
That Helma is literally the biggest mini boss.
yeah, at this point, Eri is pretty much ahead by the length of Total Rock. Just really, I mean, even soft locking on like the GT entry or anything, he'd still have a lead. So there's really not much in the way between Eri and the Boyne rematch here.
Now, it's still a race. I believe in you all.
Well, I mean, not anymore, but after Ice Palace, Dao was still only 1 second over his PB. You know, we saw all the stuff that happened to him in his run. I was saying before, Dao's definitely better than his PB. Kind of showing it here. Dao, I believe, won the 110 poll.
I think so, yeah.
So really, he's just letting everyone down.
He told all of us not to vote for him, so...
He did say that.
So, like, if anyone did vote for him and he doesn't get it, like, that's on you. He warned you.
I didn't vote for him.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Kaz.
Dang. Does Coaster even play this game anymore, Yoho?
Coaster is busy building his tinfoil residence. Tinfoil and bread making emporium.
Hey, you know, that bread looked freaking good.
I mean, the first 30 didn't, but...
Wow. Duck, let me see you make some bread. Jeez.
Oh, is it he 1 minute behind? Okay. Well, it wrapped over. I just thought he had a really bad swamp in his... Look, it's not my fault that his formatting on his splits is terrible. Alright, so take back everything I said before. Dao sucks.
What the heck, dude?
What? I was trying to be nice and complimentary, and... Yeah. Meanwhile, Eri just cruising through this GT. Eri's put up just some ridiculous GTs lately. So I don't expect too many issues from him here. Yeah, he did have a little bit of an issue with his entry. Going for the fast clip, kind of missed the pixel and backed up into the normal. I wonder if Dow knows you don't have to spin there. Yo, have you met Eri? The guy's way too competitive for that. Alright, Eri gonna be moving into the gauntlet. Oh, get some, it wasn't bad RNG. I think he just timed his dash a little bit wrong there. It does get the good RNG in GT. Unfortunately, that other stuff has got away from him just a little bit there. Eri goes for that arrow shot in G5 just to save a fire rod shot so you can skip a magic pot, and it feels like the most unworth thing. That RNG is just terrible. Unfortunately, just whiffs on his Lambo shots there. He's gonna get his second Lambo 2 cycle here. Alright, Eri just finishing off his climb just as Dow was starting it. Eri's gonna grab this Helmiki. Doesn't get the heart though. It's not. I think he got the refill?
Usually does, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
He did.
confirming he did.
Few extra slashes for good measure on the evil Burger Man.
That getting some very nice RNG here.
That's pretty.
Yeah, sometimes they just line up for you, and you just look really cool. Dow also going for that arrow shot. I think the main thing is you can back up into the fire rod shot. I'm not entirely sure, but it's just kind of an RNG fest to me. Oh, yeah, Eri having some bad luck here on his Agatu fight. Air's definitely the kind of player that even with a comfortable lead like this, pretty far from his PB. Just he wants to play at the top of his game at all times, so still a little frustrated with that outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's frustrating.
I'll use some nice hookshot strats, clean up his Moldorm. Meanwhile, Eri heading to the top of his Ag Tower, gonna get into his RNG segment of the run here. At this point, even the 15, I don't think is gonna be enough for Dao to catch up here. $15 Ganonfalls might do it.
Let's just hope that that doesn't happen to anyone, because that would be so annoying.
And, Dao just getting some very friendly Ag RNG, cleaning up his fight. Eri letting us know that 5 is the new 6. Now, continuing with his method of some safer strats, going with the old walk around mirror instead of the straight down to get the quick warp. A little risky because you always run the risk of jumping into the Ganon hole if you miss it.
There's a 1.
Yeah, looks like just 1 on the first cycle. It's 5 still in the cards if we get 3 here. Just 1.
Just 1.
The be on a bad run minute always works. Although the amount of people that this would count as a bad run for is Eri. it's the
That's
entire
also
list.
true.
And he's on pretty comfortable 110 pace now. There's only 9 people who have a 110. He's just cranking them out right here. Yeah, it does get the 48 sort up. So these, yeah, he's got to have. He called his Agate Tower and his blue balls, so these got to be new splits for him. 'Cause I thought he didn't split them out. I guess he did recently. There's no way that a 1 blue ball split is a goal for him. Eri, that's not the it's not the hook shot, bud. I'm sure what the plan was there.
You know, sometimes you just don't know what a hookshot looks like.
Yeah, you know what, Dao moving into his RNG. There, gets the torch glitch. Just needs to finish off Ganon here. That's gonna be pretty straightforward for Eri. Wow, goes for the the interesting setup there. Oh, he's going for cape spins. That's pretty similar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eri, knowing he's got a pretty comfortable lead here, just, you know, practicing some of the harder stuff on Ganon. And there we go. There's the pig exploding.
Get your GGs in chat for our friend Eriror Pen Spinner. And get excited for a little Eri versus Blaine rematch.
Yeah, definitely should be a good one. Blaine winning his way through the winner's bracket. Dao not losing a single match and then losing 2 in a row. Probably a little frustrating for him, but you know, I mean, he had to play all 3 of the top players. He had to play Zelda, Blaine, and Eri. Just going 1 for 3 or 1 for 2 of those is very well done. Oh, I assume we'll be joined by Eri here in a second. Yeah, we're now joined by Eri. GG's.
GG Eri.
Thank you.
Alright, so explain this icebreaker to me.
So you hold down for 2 frames, then pop menu buffer, like to see if you're on the right spot. Like I use a shift key for that. Then you menu to Samaria, hold down right, and then you just place the block. And then you just do a 1 frame left input in order to get the push animation for 2 minutes to the hammer, and then you hold down. That's it. Always works.
Interesting. Is that faster or it's just more consistent for you?
I think it's like aside from Wayne's setup, I guess it would be the fastest, but I can't get brain setup to work. I mean,
yeah,
you use all the menu buffers there, so you can't use the Samaria block in bundle for. But
right. Yeah. You have to do. Not too many people do that. I do it. I think Zero was doing it, and that probably is it. There's a bunch of stuff that only me and Zero did because we're dumb. But yeah, great run. I know not quite the run that you wanted, but you still come away with the win here comfortably.
To be honest, it was consistently okay. I mean, I had some pretty poor RNG all across.
Yeah, we were saying that very early on that like Dao kept having little mistakes, kind of like to the pod through like Skullwoods segment, and then you just followed it up with some really bad RNG. And then Dao got the massively bad
That
RNG.
Molder fall, yeah, that kind of really gave you.
That's where we started putting ahead for me. Like we got them being pretty even, like for most of the area. I think he had a small lead, and then that fall like really just gave me the lead, and I think I never let it go at that point.
Yeah, I don't really think at any point Dao caught up at that point. But yeah, go on.
GG's ready in chat because Dao just blew up a pig.
But yeah, pretty much up through Desert, you guys were pretty even. Dao was really staying on your heels, and then you just had a much better mire, and then Dao pretty much just had struggles from there on out, pretty much in every segment. And we are now joined by Dao. GG's to you.
Yeah. It was alright.
Easy to.
Yeah, definitely a run.
This was a gold Ganon. You can't do better than that on the Ganon fight. And like, I didn't split correctly, so now I got to go back in time.
Oh, no!
That's the worst.
Oh man, I missed that. What, like the double?
I saw you toss hands at one point.
Doubles
and I
and the
was like,
triples. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, doubles. Jesus. Yeah, that could be a 3x, honestly. So yeah, please let us know. But yeah, I mean, nice finish to a run that had a couple hiccups in it, I guess we'll say.
Certainly one way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say the Cinderella run's over because you're obviously one of the top players in this game, but a couple couple of races there that I don't that you you know, you got through beating Zelda. I think being the only person that had you beating Zelda. You know, end up getting to the winners brackets finals, and then losing 2 in a row here. I mean, I was just saying you had to play the top 3 guys in this, and even going 1 for 3 or 1 for 2 in that is just outstanding. So, GG's to you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, honestly, I just like it wasn't very good. I had a pretty good pod actually. 47. It's pretty good. But like Moldorm pushed me off in Hera, and then like Meyer was just really bad, and so when I got hit by the whatever the swamp molas are coming out of Meyer, I just kind of tilted a little.
Yeah, pretty much. They had a kind of a major mistake in the rest of the splits down the stretch there. But I mean, it was like up through desert. You know, this was pretty close. Like you were only 17 seconds behind after like desert.
But I'm sure Ari will tell
desert.
you like those desert times weren't good for either of us. So like,
Oh no, they weren't. I mean, they're fine for you know, for a tourney race. They were pretty good. But I mean, really, up until desert, it was the Moldorm fall, which is really the big chunk of time there. I mean, if you're gonna fall, that's the way you want to fall right off the bat like that. But you know, Ari kind of took the lead there and just really didn't relinquish it, and then
it's still like 15 seconds.
yeah, which is how far he was ahead. That's what I just said.
It's like frustrating because like your only option is to wait there, and he's not necessarily going to leave the bottom of the platform. So it's kind of just like, well, you just kind of go for it and hope he doesn't push you off.
Yeah, I just always just dash down. Like I don't even bother trying to. I mean, the amount of times he knocks you, he's more likely to knock you back up than off. So it was just really unfortunate that that's what happened.
So Dal, what plans have we got now that we're moving on from AD tourney?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna say the R word here. I'm doing a randomizer tournament, totally different game, which will be interesting. Hopefully, I can get new controllers soon, and then we'll probably be doing NMG grind some point this year.
Yeah, let's go.
Have you guys considered being SM mains?
I mean,
I don't have 6 hands, so I can't do it.
actually, I said that if I get a 122 in NMG, I'll learn SM. That's
okay.
TikTok friends.
Jeez, do you think you can do it before I die of old age, Ari? Is that possible?
I know you're pretty freaking old, Duck.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably. I think if I actually just keep at it at the rate that I've been like going at 80 right now and just keep on learning, I think I could make a solid reach at it like end of next year or like the year after. I think it's actually possible.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, definitely one of the best players we have across all categories. That's just, I mean, that 23 to 22 is that's quite a gap there. It's quite a slog. But
I'm not
I
doing
know,
that.
like,
I'm not doing that.
yeah, I mean, your ability just to sit and grind is just impressive. So if anyone can do it, you definitely can.
I mean, look at how hard it is to get 124, right? And Ari just like didn't break a sweat getting 123, not hardly.
Yeah, he barely missed a beat. Just slowly kept bringing those times down, and eventually got it. So
Yeah, this tournament definitely like put a small pause on my energy grind, but I do notice that just by learning this category and having grinded it, I just got better at energy as well. There's just so much energy specific stuff that you just mess up because you're not doing it as much. Like I need to actually relearn double bump hammer jump right now. And
So are there any further questions for the runners? Or thoughts about the seat? We are not randomizers, sorry. Okay, we seem to have some Discord issues. Are you guys still there, or is this on my end? Beep bop, beep bop. Discord doing things. Okay, so it's not only my side. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the power to change the servers. Can you write in chat if there are any further things you want to discuss? Or else we just stop it here. Okay, in case it seems we are done, there is one more match, at least one more match of the A Link to the Past All Dungeons tournament that still has to be scheduled. Here on ZSR we have the Ocarina of Time Freaky Friday next, as well as another A Link to the Past randomizer qualifier race later this evening. Make sure to follow the runners and also follow our great commentators Apathy Duck and Anders. And see you next time here on ZSR.